Alright, how's it going, everybody? So today I was going to make a video on rebuilding this Mikuni Mikuni fuel pump. We have it for our 1989 SeaDoo SP. We were getting issues with it on the top end. It was running okay at the bottom end, but it was starving for fuel at the top end. Our assumption is the fuel pump is going bad. It has just starving for fuel, like I said, so it's one thing we didn't rebuild, so I got a new fuel pump rebuild kit, and we're going to take it apart and strip it down and yeah, rebuild it and show you how it looks and how we go about it. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I got a scraper. I'm going to use that to scrape the old gasket off. Alright, so let's take this apart. Grab my trusty screwdriver and do all these. Alright, so these are all loose. Let's take them off by hand. As you can see, if you don't already know, but maybe you don't since you're watching this video, what we got here are 2 indexing marks, since this is 3 pieces. We got a small indexer here, and then on the other side we have a large indexing mark here. That'll help you relocate things back together and make it so it's not misaligned. So no worries about having to mark it. They've already done it for you in the cast. So I'll get all the screws off here. Make sure you have a proper sized screwdriver fitting that fits into the Phillips head properly. You don't want it to fit in there loosely, nice and tight, so you don't strip out any of the bolts. Japanese screws are very notorious for stripping out, so make sure you have the proper size screw fitting, or screwdriver bit, I should say, not screw fitting. Alright. What's up? Yeah, you can take that. Okay, so I got all the screws off basically. Oh, one or two are left threaded in. And we will split this apart and show you what we got. Sorry, I'm blocking this with my hand. Alright. Oh wait, see, this is actually stuck on part of the, yeah, see, these are stuck on the part of the screw here. I'm not pulling these out of threads. These are stuck on part of the gasket material. Alright, wasting everybody's time. Okay, put these up there, off to the side. Alright, so here we go. We can break it open. Here's the top here, the diaphragm side, and the bottom here. So overall, doesn't look too horrible. Not too bad. But part of what problem could be what is in there, the little diaphragm gasket parts. So let's take this apart. This is the old stuff. The old stuff on this side. This side. Alright. So what do we got here? See about peeling out these gaskets. Alright. Thankfully they're coming off nice. Just be nice and gentle with them. They should come off alright. Don't be too aggressive. Again, this is 27, well, not again, but it's a 27-year-old machine. Who knows how old these gaskets are. Easier you are to it, the nicer they come off. Alright. So I got a little bit of carb cleaner. I'll give them a little wipe down before we put them together. Let's get some of these off. Okay, I guess it's off. Very thin, guys. Sorry. Oh, that got popped off. No visible damage on these guys, so that's good. It wasn't leaking. It's a very thin gasket on this guy. Alright, these guys are very thin. The ones that are provided are thicker. I don't know if that's probably not going to be a big deal. So, just noting that. The gaskets that go on this side are thinner. So, let's see how we pull these guys out. Push it out gently. See if I can push it out gently with the screwdriver. Okay, you just got to work at them a little bit with your screwdriver in there. It should go through. Be careful not to hurt or damage anything too much. And it should come peeling out of here. Of course, it's swollen a little bit because of gas. It swells up rubber a little bit, and then alright. Now we got part of it off. Doesn't look overall too bad. But again, it's old, so you might as well replace it. If this isn't the reason why it's not revving out too well, then it's still a good thing to replace. It'll just add for reliability. So you just sort of be a little gentle, just sort of work at it a bit, and just sort of keep poking it, and she'll come out. I'm just going to skip ahead here. Okay, so just peel her on out. There you go. Out she comes. Nice and easy. Okay, I'm just going to give these guys a little wipe down, and we can put it back together. Just give her a good old wipe down. Get any of that old gas or old gook out of there. Seemingly it's not too bad. Nice and overall pretty good. Alright, nice and wiped down, nice and clean. No visible gook in there or anything, any sort of crud. These lines are clean. I checked through them, blew through them. They seem good. And just give everything a good little wipe down. Get all this old gasket crud off so it gets a good seal in any sort of spot. Make sure nothing's getting in the way. Alright, what I noticed was there's a bit of someone has scratched this a little bit with a screwdriver in the past. I don't know how, but there was some raised edges at the around the edge here, and I sort of noticed on the gasket it might have came into contact with that at the top there. There could be or it seemed to have a little mark there, so I'm not exactly sure how far the diaphragm sucks up into that, but you know, it's not the deepest. Let me just show you here. Overall, it's not very much the deepest, so it could definitely come into contact with that, get cut by a little barb that's around the edge here, and then ruin it and not work as good at high RPM. So who knows, that could be part of the issue. Could be a little hole in the diaphragm not sucking as well. Who knows? Just a speculation. But it seems pretty good. And yeah, we'll throw her back together. Alrighty, so let's have a look at our new gaskets here. Oops. Don't want to lose these. These are important. Almost did. But we got 2 of these guys and 2 of these guys. So what we will do is we shall put, or I'll show you the other parts. Set these aside. And what we also got are 2 of these plastic pieces, right? And then we have 2 of these guys, and then 2 of these little circle guys. So actually, I think the best way we should do this, as a matter of fact, to cause no damage to the thing, is to actually place it in here and then take your rubber, since it does not quite fit and I do not want to warp it. So what you do is you line it up and then you just push her on in there, and she should go in there. Give her a little massage in there. Yeah, she's going in. She wants to go. Come on. I believe in you, little rubber guy. And you get. If we look to the other side, coming through. Trying to wiggle it in. Get her to go on up in there. A little bit of a pain in the butt. Alright, and then just with your screwdriver bit, massage her in there. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but just work it around a bit and make sure that the lip is all stuck through, and it should be good. And it helps to just push on the back a bit. That helps stick her on through. Alright, so it seems to be all seated in there. So hopefully that is good. So let's do it to the other side. Whew, bit of a pain in the butt, but nobody said it was going to be easy. So just take your time, be patient with it. Don't try not to ruin your pieces. You don't want to be buying another kit. So line her on up. Get her all lined up in the spot. Get the plastic guy lined up. Oops. And you just push her on in there. Just take your time. Be patient. It will go in. Just press on it and it will make its way in there. See, this one's a little easier. It's a little more exposed at the top. So, take our trusty end here and we just help it a little bit. Don't be so aggressive. And just help get that lip all the way around. Even your finger with this one works actually a lot better with your finger. You can get that. See, now it's seated all the way around. And we're good. Hopefully I didn't muck anything up. But I don't think so. Seems to be all good. So, step 1 done. finish that part. Now, what we got is we got two of these. So as we saw when we took it apart, one is to go here, and then we are to take our plastic piece as the separator. In this case it's the diaphragm. Alright, and then we take the other piece, and then that bit's done. So we'll set this aside, let it sit there, and then the other same thing with the other one. Place these in between. See, and then this one, it separates the two. Make sure that your it has a little dip here. Oops, has a little dip here. Make sure your dips all line up. Alright, so now just want to stack it all together, and we'll make sure to treat it nice. Again, make sure your dips line up, and make sure to line up part of your marks. Okay, so yeah, make sure to line up your marks. As you see here, under my thumb, there's a little teeny mark, and then this guy's got the same teeny mark. So it's also easy because they line up with this guy. So make sure all the gaskets line up, and then you don't think I should use gasket maker, do you? Oh, thought not. Okay, now make sure everything lines up. Just tie it all together. What I would do is also stick the bolts through the top piece. That will make it easier for everything to be held together, and or at least two of them. Helps keep everything lined up. So I'll just stick the bolt through here. Sorry about that. Wasn't really pointing it at anything while I was saying this. Okay, so we put two through. And like with the other one, it has the mark here. Here's the mark. Then we line up the mark with the mark over there. And it slides together. Line her up. It's easy to put this part together like this, and then make sure all your gaskets are lined up here. Third screw in here. Alright, and then make sure she threads in there. Okay, we're gonna actually, okay. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I've stuck all the bolts through, I got the gaskets on here. What I'm going to do, make sure your parts are lined up, and then find this last mark here, this little guy, make sure it lines up, the reason I stuck the bolts through is because it's a lot easier to make sure it threads in like this. Make sure all your gaskets are aligned, and now all my bolts thread together perfectly. Be nice whilst threading these together. You're threading into aluminum. Aluminum threads do not like to be really torqued on. You can damage the threads quite severely. So be gentle whilst putting it together. Sorry, I'm blocking it here. Be gentle when you put it together. Sorry if this is a really weird angle, but first time I've ever done this, so I'm not sure how this is going to come out, but yeah. So there you go. We got her all screwed together. We got all our new pieces in there. We'll put the screw back on the screwdriver. And we got her all threaded in nice, so we can start screwing with the screwdriver. And make sure to, with everything, tighten this down in a crisscross manner. Don't want to warp anything. Don't want to damage anything. Tighten them down snug first. Don't start reaming it down right away. Alright. Alright, and there you go. Got her all bolted together, and that's how you change the gaskets and the diaphragms on a Mikuni carburetor. Thanks for watching. Hope this turned out well. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is the first time we've ever done this, so we're by no means any professionals, and hopefully this fixes the problem. If it doesn't, we'll post this up with it, or maybe we won't post this up, so we'll see. So yeah, and if it does work, of course, we're going to post up it working. So thank you for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and have yourself a great day.